Alright, so a couple of months ago at this point, I made a separate video describing how I think that Renji Abarai has the worst Bankai in Bleach. And that opinion has not changed at all. Go watch that video if you want my opinion on it. But yeah, the previous video, I described how I think that Ichigo's Bankai sucks. I'm not talking about his true Bankai, but I will be talking about that in just a second here. So if you guys want to go see those videos, make sure you go check them out. But today, I actually kind of wanted to lead in a little bit more of a positive direction, and I want to discuss what I think is the best Bankai in Bleach. We are going to have some pretty clear ones. I have 3 listed offhand, and I have 1 sort of hypothetical that I kind of want to talk about. Also, real quick, if you want to see more anime videos like this, make sure you leave a like on the video. I really appreciate it. We also are coming up on 800 subscribers. You guys are absolutely fantastic. Just thank you. So I'm just gonna knock this one out of the way. I'm not gonna be counting Ichigo's true Bankai in this discussion. The reason why is we don't know what it is. Now there's a lot of theories as to what it is. The most prominent is that his true Bankai, where he has, you know, his dual Zangetsus or whatever. There's a theory that his true Bankai will destroy or break fate. What that means is super subjective. That means totally different things to different people. All we really know is that Ichigo's true Bankai was so strong, Yamamoto literally said, no, I'm not gonna make this, I'm not even gonna let this go into existence because this will probably kill me. So as soon as he manifests it, I'm just gonna break it so it never happens. When he swings at Yamamoto breaks like the shell, and underneath it, it's like it looks like his old Zangetsu just without the hilt like cover and everything like that. So we don't really know if that's what his true Bankai looks like or not. I don't know. Kubo was really rushing in this finale, but I don't know. I can't really count it because there's nothing to count. Like 2 + 2 doesn't equal 0. You know what I mean? So number 1, I definitely think Kenpachi has, in terms of like pure strength, Kenpachi Zaraki has to have the strongest Bankai in terms of pure brute strength. Now y'all know me. Y'all know I'm a Kenpachi stan. You know, everything this man does, I say he's goated. This man's a demon. He's like that. He's cooking, all that. You know what I mean? His Bankai quite literally cut through, and I would pretty like argue this heavily, the strongest Stern Ritter aside from Gremmy. Like, you know, Gremmy has like more tech and tactical ability and all that blah blah. But Kenpachi also beat him too. So like in terms of like special threats, Kenpachi was already up there before he got his Bankai, even before he really like quote unquote unlocked his Shikai. Like before his Shikai started talking to him. Like, dude, I've talked about this man for 2 seconds. This man had to fight the previous Kenpachi who had to kill him over and over and over again so he could get an off-brand Dragon Ball Zenkai boost to get here. Like, bro, this man, I'm telling you, this man is too raw. This man, Kenpachi, got a strike from Nitoro, however you say his name, and he was just like, that's it? That's all you got? Come on, dog. Urahana literally explained that this man was nerfing himself with every fight that he got because he wanted to feel something, because he was so used to just winning all the time. The only person that ever really like gave him a run for his money was Yamamoto, and he one-shotted him. So yeah, I don't know. I mean, like, here's the thing. Gerard Valkyrie's, like, ability is miracle, and I don't even need to explain how crazy that is, but just to give, like, a brief summary, Gerard described it as a power to manifest, quote-unquote, miracles upon himself by giving form to the thoughts, feelings, and desires of himself and those around. He also suggests that the more improbable a specific event is, the more likely the miracle can make said event occur. If you don't know what that is essentially meaning, that's, like, pretty much probability manipulation, which is like straight up like a JoJo power. Like it's my god. Yeah, and Kenpachi just swung through him. Now granted, he did heal from this, but like I legit don't ever like think there's anyone else that could have cut through him. I really don't think so. Oh yeah, just to like jerk off Kenpachi more, remember when Ichigo first launched his Bankai and his Hollow took over and was like, oh, your body's creaking, like your body is not used to this amount of power. Well, Kenpachi literally broke his arm because his swing was so strong, and it's very apparent that Kenpachi is way more physically fit than Ichigo. Like, bro. All right, next up is my GOAT, Yamamoto. Now his Bankai, Zanko no Taichi, is so there's actually 4 different steps to this. Okay, so number 1, his Shikai has one of the rawest names I've ever heard. Ryujin Jaka, which I don't speak Japanese. I'm not gonna act like I speak Japanese, but oh my god, that just rolls off the tongue like it's hype, bro. Now Ryujin Jaka is just like fire, right? Like it's just like cool, whatever. But Zanka no Tachi has 4 different directions, and oh my god. So the first one, Higashi, basically anything that it touches is eradicated. So like when you see him like hit the ground with his sword tip, poof, just a crater just appears, right? Like imagine that's your like rib cage, it's just gone, right? You have Nishi West, where his body can go up to a heat of 15 million degrees. Wait, how hot is the sun? Oh my god. Yeah, just for reference, the sun clocks into about 27 million degrees, and that's not that far off. Then you also have you also have Zanko no Tachi Minamami. Ooh, I'm trying not to butcher this. Minamami, where you would see the corpses of everyone that the sword has struck down, and they can attack you. And then you have Zanka no Tachi Kita, which is just it's slashing something out of existence, like kind of similar to Higashi, but it's just crazy, man. This man Yamamoto was goated. He got hoed bad, bro, so bad. I gotta say, like the moment where like Yamamoto like is just sitting there holding that L when he realizes that wasn't really Yuha Baha, man. When I read that in the manga for the first time, that was crazy. He still wound like a G though, bro. That was he got my respect. Now for the last one, like canonically, we have Ichibe. So you have his Shin Uchi, I believe. Yeah, so here's the thing about his Bankai, right? Is if you get any of this ink on you, it's GG, like you're done. Number 1, this, like, if you don't know who Ichibe is, I'm not gonna go like too deep into it. But there was no Bankai when his creation was made. There was nothing. Like he was the first guy to like ever like even think about it. And the design for it is absolutely nuts. Like this paintbrush is sick. So, God, I gotta kind of break this down a little bit. So part of Ichibe's power set is he can remove the power from something's name and transfer it to something else. So for example, he made Yuha Baha's name Black Ant, essentially making it so that Yuha Baha had the strength of a literal ant. That's how disrespectful this man's power set is. It is, oh my god. Right? Also, Ichibe is like so raw. Like this man has like a bunch of keto just on deck. But on top of that, yeah, he just yeah, dude, Ichibe is ridiculous. Anything that gets touched by the ink of it just loses its power, and Ichibe can just steal it and use it. Now you would think, oh, this is super busted. How did Yuha Baha get out of it? Plot. That's how we got out of it. Plot. Like there's a lot of stuff I really don't like about 1,000 Year Blood War, but the even very idea of Yuha Baha not having a name because it was just given to him, but it's not actually what he was called because he was like born from the Soul King. I don't know, man. It's just kind of stupid. I mean, like to be honest, like all the Royal Guard kind of got done dirty. I'm gonna be real. Like I remember like only Ichibe and like the other dude that like made the Zanpakuto, only they really had real fights, quote unquote, but everybody else kind of just So yeah, those are like the top 3 like canon most busted or like the Zanpakuto. Out of which one I think personally is the best, I guess Ichibe probably has it. I mean, I don't like you get touched with this, like there's nothing you can do. Literally there's like nothing you can do. You can probably not get touched by Yamamoto's Bankai, but like also like if most likely if Kenpachi touches you with your Bankai, his Bankai, if you get hit with it, you're just probably just cut in half and dead. But I don't know, man. Ichibe is busted. Like you can just cut a name in half. It's just stupid. Like, can you imagine, like, if you wanted to write, like, glass on you, you would literally be as frail as literal glass. Like, that's crazy. So, what I wanted to briefly discuss is who I think most likely would have the strongest, and that would probably be Sosuke Aizen. Now, we never got to see this. We're going to strictly, like, hypothetical territory. So, if you remember, Sosuke Aizen's Shikai was so strong, it duped every single person in the 13 Court God squads except Ichigo, because Ichigo never saw his Shikai. He just kind of existed. He just knew Aizen as Aizen. That was it. Aizen revealed his Shikai to everybody, and that's how he got them under his control. It wouldn't be outside the realm of possibility to think that Aizen's Shikai would have some sort of reality warping effect. And so what I think is that it would probably be something similar to D4C in JoJo, where you can kind of go through different dimensions and kind of exist at a separate time and kind of transfer yourself. So what I mean by that is, say Madara's Limbo clones in Naruto, right, where they exist on a separate plane, but they can still interact with the same world, right? I would think that Aizen's would probably be similar to that, in which he can just completely wipe himself out of his existence, but he can still interact with certain things. That's how I would think about it. If not that, like, there's only so much you can go above straight up mind control. I mean, maybe his Bankai would just straight up just control people or in their actions or something like that. But I'm not really sure. But yeah, man, those probably be out of all those, I would most likely say Ichibe has the strongest Bankai out of all of them. I can't put Ichigo's there because I don't know what it does, but yeah. If you guys want to see more videos like this, please let me know in the description down below. Thank you guys so much for the support recently. We are so close to 100 subs. Yeah, it's my boy Daffy, guys. Thank you guys. I will see you in the next video. All right, peace.